Hello everybody, welcome to another Valheim video. Irongate has a new patch, and they completely surprised me at least. This actually looks pretty good, I'm impressed. In this video, I'm just going to cover why I think this is a good patch, based on what I've seen so far, which is just reading the patch notes and watching the teaser trailer which is on IGN. But for now, let me talk a little bit about why I think this is a good update, like genuinely. I can tell that they're actually looking at the core gameplay loop and trying to improve it. So let's go through the abbreviated patch notes. We have a rebalancing of the Forsaken powers. This one's nuts. So now motor gives you movement speed, inventory weight increase, and the boat stuff. It's crazy. But the thing that really impressed me, to be honest, is the variety of different stuff they did here. They didn't just pull a Hilders on us and just do some superficial beards and hairstyles. No, they actually added some really interesting changes. They've added a new mechanic to dodge rolling, so you can get a perfect dodge roll and recover some stamina, and some other things that change combat itself. They've also added some new building pieces, and specifically, these are like a target range for archery, so you can shoot an archery target in your base and make an archery range. And also a combat dummy that actually works, and that's what you see in the demo there. It looks really cool. They also added this wooden weapon system here, and wooden weapons are basically weapons that you can practice. They also added some armor sets, and the armor sets are related to the fact that there is now a huge menacing moleing bear running around. As a person who hasn't been that inspired by Valheim updates, I can genuinely tell you that it looks like this will be something worth trying. So if you haven't played Valheim in a while, this will change enough of the early game stuff that combined with the things they did with Bogwitch, I think are actually worth trying out. This update has piqued my interest. It's one of the first times I've actually felt like making a video about an update, because most of the time it's like, I don't know, what am I going to show you? A dark cave? But when they do an update that like genuinely looks cool, I can tell just from a developing perspective, they're thinking about the core gameplay loop, and this is big. It's not as big as like them fixing networking, but it is up there. These are the kinds of things that people need to really love Valheim. They need that core gameplay loop early on in the game to remain viable. They changed a creature, right? The ghost is now like, it went from a placeholder to like actually having a purpose in different places. It used to basically be an unused asset in the game that only showed up in the burial chambers, which players only did for a little bit and then never saw again. So most players don't really fight ghosts or wraiths that much. But they reworked that completely. And then they also added this whole trinket system, which basically gives you, I don't know if it's like a belt slot that already exists or if it's a new one. I haven't actually checked, so you'll have to find that out yourself. But pretty much when you're fighting, what's going to happen is you'll accumulate adrenaline by using different powers and that kind of thing and in combat, right? And then as you accumulate adrenaline, you'll be able to sort of activate some kind of special ability that's given to you by the trinket that you have. And this is what I mean, like, I can tell this is the kind of system you make when you're trying to add more item sinks into the game. You're trying to add more things that you can craft with random unused materials. I can tell that's what they're doing. And I'm happy. Like, genuinely, this update, I'm not saying it's fixed everything I feel about Irongate, but if they did these kind of updates, you know, even just quarterly, and didn't tell us that a biome is coming out at a certain point, I'd be happy. This is cool, and I think it's like genuinely good stuff. So if you haven't, you could check it out on the public test branch, which is available now, so you can try this out. Or you could wait around 1 to 3 weeks, and then it'll be the public version of Valheim. And it was great to make this video. Honestly, I've been talking so much about the community needing to fill Irongate's shoes that it's really refreshing to see Irongate pull their own weight a little bit here. So this made me feel happy. And I was glad to be able to make this. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you want to support my work, then consider renting your own dedicated Valheim server to play Valheim on with your friends. We can now change so many things about Valheim. So, thanks for watching. And alternatively, if you want to support me on Patreon, you can. Or you can just like this video or any other video on YouTube about Valheim and that'll keep us dishing out the content and keep YouTube showing you more Valheim videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!